Okay, I think we'll go ahead and get started if that's okay with everyone. Okay, good afternoon. Welcome to Tech Tuesday. We thank you for joining us today to learn about St. Louis Community College. Mindy Suvanale from STLCC's admissions office is here to tell us all about St. Louis Community College, its programs, and its admissions and financial aid policies. We will be hearing from Mindy and her colleague Meredith in just a minute. First, though, we have a colleague from Special School District joining us, and I'd like for her to introduce herself.
Hi, my name is Heidi Bengali, and I am the Technology Specialist Instructor at both North and South Technical High Schools.
Thanks. And I am Sally Defani, Administrator of Partnerships for Special School District. We will have plenty of time for questions at the end of Ms. Suvanale's presentation, so please think about what else you'd like to know about St. Louis Community College, and we will answer your questions at the end of the presentation. Please type them into the chat on YouTube. Just remember that this is your opportunity to get your questions answered. Okay, Ms. Suvanale, if you'd like to go ahead and share your screen, I think we'll go ahead and get started.
Absolutely, thank you so much. All right, let's go ahead and start this share. Hang tight, guys. All right, how's that look? Perfect. All right, guys. Well, hello and welcome to STLCC Tech Tuesday. Thanks so much for joining us. We really appreciate you taking the time out of your day to learn about the various benefits of attending St. Louis Community College. To get started, I'm going to make some introductions. It's a little changed right now, but the first picture is me, Mindy Suvanale. I'm a recruiter for STLCC stationed at the Merrimack location.
And my name is Markel Robinson. I am a recruiter at the Florissant Valley location.
All right, thanks so much, Markel. So today we'll be covering an array of things. We will be taking a little time, talking a little bit about STLCC, our locations, our course modalities, campus life, athletics, and kind of everything in between. All right, STLCC opened in 1962 with only one location and grew to accommodate the needs of the community with 4 main campuses and 2 education centers. Today, we are the largest higher education institution in the region, truly empowering students, expanding minds, and changing lives. We have an average class size of 23 with a 19-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio. And fun fact, over 50% of our households in St. Louis have at least one STLCC alumni in them. Opening in 1971, our Florissant Valley campus is nestled in 108 acres of rolling and beautifully wooded hills in Ferguson, Missouri. This campus is known for excellence in engineering and technology and is home to St. Louis's only 2-year biotechnology program. Built where the old Highland Park amusement park was located just steps away from the world-famous St. Louis Zoo, Forest Park, and the St. Louis Science Center, our Forest Park campus sits in the heart of the city. A competitive allied health program that feeds the city's major health centers, a Cisco Academy, and a top-flight culinary school all call Forest Park home. Named after the Merrimack River, our Merrimack location is located right off of Big Bend and has 78 acres in the bustling heart of Kirkwood, which is close to the Magic House. The campus offers programs such as physical therapy assistant, horticulture, and is nationally recognized arts program. Our newest main campus, Wildwoods, is a state-of-the-art green energy facility that has LEED gold level certification, and LEED stands for Leadership in Energy and Environmental Design. The Wildwood location is right off of Highway 109 in Manchester and houses programs like behavioral health support, death communication studies, EMT, and nursing. With 4 main campuses, we are pretty spread out over the St. Louis region, although we also have a few other locations to make us even more accessible to students. We have 2 education centers, one in South County, and then our William J. Harrison Education Center, which is located north of St. Louis City. We have a corporate college in Bridgeton, and our Center for Workforce Innovation is close to our Flow Valley campus, and that houses aerospace, large equipment, and hands-on technical training labs. As you can see, we have multiple locations to fit our students' needs, and once you apply to STLCC, you can take classes at any of our locations. We even provide students with free Metro passes or U passes for the bus and free parking at all of our locations. We like to think of STLCC as a quality education accessible to all at an affordable rate. In addition to many locations, St. Louis Community College now offers 4 different ways to learn. Our newest is live virtual lecture classes, which means the class meets online on specific dates and times using a streaming service. Students are required to be online during lecture class times to experience real-time engagement. We also have our traditional face-to-face classes that are being held safely at a lower capacity across all of our campuses. These are mostly core education classes and classes that require labs or hands-on work. Online class option means students manage their time to complete their work, class materials, and projects by assigned deadlines in a virtual environment. Tests are mostly online, but some classes do still require in-person proctored tests. Lastly, our hybrid option mixes 2 of the 3 course modalities, whether that's face-to-face and live virtual lecture, face-to-face with online, or live virtual lecture with online. All of these details are listed in our interactive class schedule and should be considered when students are putting together your ideal schedule. Although life has certainly changed this past year, STLCC is still offering exciting campus life opportunities. We have hundreds of clubs and organizations, student groups, and events just waiting for you guys. You can even participate in most activities as a prospective student and community members as well. Our recent virtual events include a comedy show and live game shows with actual prizes. So that's been kind of neat for us to do. St. Louis Community College also offers Archer athletics. Men's and women's basketball is housed at Forest Park. Men's soccer is at Flow Valley, while Merrimack has volleyball, baseball, softball, and women's soccer. As stated before, STLCC is one college, which means you can be on the team at Merrimack and take classes at Wildwood or Forest Park. The designation of the locations for these teams are just where the games and practices are held. You can find more information about open tryouts and the team schedule at archerathletics.com. Next, we're going to have Markel, and he's going to go ahead and speak on programs.
Thank you, Mindy. I'm going to talk about the 3 different options that we do offer at St. Louis Community College. I will start by saying St. Louis Community College does have over 80 degree and certificate programs. Let me just start by talking about our first most popular degree is going to be our General Transfer Studies degree program. This program is 60 credit hours on an average of 2 years of coursework. Students complete this program before transferring to a 4 institution of their choice, which means they do 2 years with us, 2 years at their preferred school, and then they have a bachelor's degree within 4 years. We do have a lot of articulation agreements and transfer guide available to assist with this process. Articulation agreements means that we have agreements with just about every 4-year institution in the state of Missouri that says that the classes that you take with us at STLCC will transfer. I would like to highlight that on our interactive class schedule, when you're searching for our classes, when you see the words in parentheses, the letters in parentheses, MOTR, which stands for Missouri Transfer, these classes will 100% transfer to those classes are 100% guaranteed to transfer in the state of Missouri to 4-year public institutions. There's also a website that I do encourage everyone to use, not just at STLCC, but any college that they choose to go to, which is Transferology.com. Basically, when you create a profile, and then you will plug those classes in, and it will let you know which college and universities will accept those credits. Also, like I said, the courses that you take with us, say that those will count for those students who are taking programs that do not those students taking classes with us. Sorry, Of programs that we do not have, you will fall into the general transfer studies degree program. Some of our health and science programs that require you to be admitted that you have to apply for, you will fall into the general transfer studies degree program. Now, our next one is going to be our career technical programs. These are 60 designed to be 60 credit hours or less to complete. These programs are designed for you to get the hands-on experience, to get you in and get you out right after graduation, get you to work because a lot of people are wanting to something quick and go into the workforce. So our career technical certificate programs will be good for you. Um, we have associate applied science, certificate proficiency, certificate in specialization, and job preparation advancement. Sorry. Many certificates you can be used to get your associate's degree as well. Some of our most popular programs is going to be right now are in our IT field, like networking, help desk, and cybersecurity. And then our last options that we do offer job accelerated programs. We offer engineering, energy technology, trades, health and science, business management, technology. A lot of these are based off of the demands, but our most popular program is going to be our Boeing partnership that we have, which basically we're doing their hiring for them. So the 6 to 8 week program. It's very fast paced and intense. There's 4 tests that you have to pass, with 70% or higher. Anytime that you fail one of those tests, you're automatically removed out of the program, and you will not be able to re-enter that program. And then we also have our code count, powered by our launch code. These programs are 100% free. For the programs that it does cost, we do have um, funding that you can apply for to be able to pay for those programs. Unfortunately, many of the programs you cannot use financial aid with. And so with St. Louis Community College, you see our tuition as right now for this semester, we are for 2021 semester, it is 1650 per credit hour if you're in district. And then for those students that are interested in doing our dual enrollment program, if you're in district, it is $67 per credit hour, which means that, you know, if the English class we use, for example, is 3 credit hour class, you take that for dual enrollment at 67 times three, or it's going to be 11650 uh, times three. And as you can see, we have other Missouri residents, out of state, international student fees as well. And then we do encourage every student to apply for financial aid. We do offer a bunch of scholarships. Our school code is at the top right there, 002469. Students that are interested in doing A plus, you would still need to complete a financial aid application. For those who are not able to get financial aid or not participate in A plus, I tell every student just apply for scholarships. You just never know. Um, a lot of students do slip through the cracks on scholarships. So if you think you apply, you think you qualify, I do highly encourage you to go ahead and apply for as many scholarships as possible. We are here to help. We do have our online live chats with the various departments: admission enrollment services, academic advisor, counselor, financial aid, library, student assistant, trio, and veteran services. We are open Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. You are able to chat with these various departments. So if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, we are here available to help as well. And so our next part is going to just show you the steps for getting enrolled at St. Louis Community College. So the first step is going to be applying to St. Louis Community College. All our applications are free. You go to the website stlcc.edu. For first time in college students, you would select the first time. It's going to ask you to create a username and a PIN. This is used for you to unlock the application for you to fill it out. I tell people just just keep it simple. Do the first three letters of your first name and the first three of your phone number, and then your PIN. You can just do 1 2 3 4 5 6, and then once that unlocks the application, then you're going to select either if you are first time visiting non-degree the seeking student, dual enrollment, dual credit. It'll get a various list of whatever one you qualify for, you're applying for. Go ahead and select that. Once you complete your application, you're going to agree to the terms, and it takes typically anywhere between 30 minutes to 24 hours to get accepted. Once you've been accepted, then you should receive an email saying that you've been accepted to Salem Community College, and then you should receive another email that has your student number as well as your STLCC ID in there. Then your next step is going to be, like I said, applying for financial aid. Once again, you see our school code 002469. Once you submit the application, it takes 3 to 5 business days for us to get it. And some students may be selected for additional verification, but that is done by a case-by-case scenario. And then once you have done that, then you would have your official transcript sent to St. Louis Community College. Once we received your official transcripts, then some will be prompted to take the placement test, and it will vary by a couple of things. So students who graduate with a cumulative 2.6 cumulative GPA, you are exempt from taking the English and the reading placement test. You automatically test into college English and reading. For those, so if you did not take the placement test, I mean, did not take the ACT or the SAT, then you would be required to take the math or the combination of using multiple measures, and that would be determined by the academic advisor when you meet the academic advisor. And so then, like I said, once you've taken the placement test, the academic advisor has said, um, your GPA is good enough to get you in these classes. You will get registered for your classes, and Banner self-service. And then once you've done that, then you have to pay for classes. So for those who are not getting scholarships, financial aid, we do accept cash, credit, check, or accept a payment plan. Our payment plans is a $21 non-refundable enrollment fee, and then your payments are broken up, either going to be on the 10th or the 20th of every month. It is going to pull a certain amount of money. So when you set up the payment plan, the day that you set it up is going to pull the $21 and whatever fee that they let you know. And then on the screen, you will see broken down to each month how much it will pull from your account. So please make sure that you do have the money in your account with set up the payment plan, to avoid getting any additional fees. And then your next step is going to just get prepared for classes. Getting your books and whatever material that you might need to be successful at your time at STLCC. And then anybody have any questions? These are all our social medias. We are always here, ready to help. We do have, if you want to look at any additional programs, you go to our website, stlcc.edu, to view our programs, to ask questions. We are always here to help you. And once again, here's our contact information again. Should you have any questions, myself, and Mandy, we will be more than happy to help you along this process of getting into STLCC and getting into the workforce, starting your new life and career after high school. Thank you.
All right, Mindy and Markel, that's really helpful information. So we don't have any questions in the chat, but just a few things I'm curious about. Markel, you mentioned transferology.com. And so that is a site that students can go to put in their STLCC courses to determine if that will transfer to a post-secondary or a four-year institution that they're interested in. Is that correct?
That is correct, but also what I tell students all the time is there's 3 ways that you can always double check. One's going to be the transferology.com, and plugging in, and it will let you know those if those institutions will take those credits. The second way would be speaking with our academic advisor, just letting them know, hey, I plan on doing a year here at St. Louis Community College, transferring to University of Miami. Well, those classes of transfer and the academic advisor, they will go on the school website, and as long as they have the information up, the academic advisor can our academic advisor can look and say yes, these will transfer. But then the third way would also be is to contact that school that you're looking to
Mhm.
transfer to, and just tell them that my plan is to get a degree from your school, but I'm going to start at St. Louis Community College. Could you tell me classes that I need to take at St. Louis Community College? They're going to transfer to your university that will count towards my degree program.
Okay, thank you. That's
Uh,
helpful.
yes, ma'am.
Could one of you please walk us through how A plus works for our students who they've been doing their tutoring, they meet the attendance requirements, they meet other requirements, but what happens once they graduate?
Yeah, I can touch on that. So students ask what they need to do for A plus, and from the high school side, we always tell them, go ahead and speak with your counselor. Each high school has a little bit of different requirements, so make sure you're staying in touch with your A plus counselor at the high school level. But once they graduate, they're going to get a A plus seal on their final high school transcript, which will get sent to the community college. So once we have that and can verify that, we'll help them put that into place so they can get all those benefits. A lot of students think that once they submit that high school transcript, that's kind of the end of it and they're going to get their money. But that's not the case. There's a few more steps beyond that, which includes filling out additional financial aid paperwork, signing an A plus contract. And then we really tell them to stick with it and stick with their financial aid counselor, check their student email, make sure that they're filling all that out, so they're not losing that aid. Also, there's steps in order to be qualified for the next semester as well. So there's just additional paperwork that needs to be filled out, certain GPAs that need to be maintained. And so there's a little bit more than just submitting that transcript. And the financial aid department is really going to be the ones that they stick with and that they communicate with through that process.
And
Thank
I also like to add onto that is that most of the time the financial aid advisor is going to run that particular student to see if they qualify for grants, and if they do, because A plus will only pay for tuition; it doesn't pay for the books. So if they are able to get a grant, then they typically won't use the A plus; they use the grant instead, because depending on how much money they get after classes being paid, they would receive a book voucher to help pay for those books. So it kind of helps the student if they do get the grant, because where some students may not be able to afford the books, then that their refund will be able to help offset some of those costs. And also, A plus students can use their A plus. They have up to 4 years from the day they graduate to use their A plus. So if they go away to school, and things don't work out, especially on my sports players. You get injured, you lose your scholarship, you're not able to come pay for school, you know, then you have that cushion to come back and continue to go on to school and not have that burden like, okay, what am I going to do next? I don't know what to do. You have the A plus to fall back on within those 4 years.
That's, yeah, very good advice. And also, we just need to remind our students who are in the A plus program to make sure they get their FAFSA done, because that's one of the requirements to be eligible for the A plus funds. So still on the financial aid component, Markel, you mentioned scholarships. Where do students access the scholarship information for STLCC?
They actually go on our website. If you go to stlcc.edu/scholarships, it will pull up all of the scholarships that we do offer at St. Louis Community College. If they can't find it, you can go up under the financial aid page, and there's a link to our all our scholarships. Like I tell students, like if you feel like you qualify, just go ahead and apply for those. You just never know. We have a lot of scholarships that students do not apply for, and so that money just sits, and so you just never know, who that committee that is reviewing, that student application may say, you know what, they qualify. Let me go ahead and give the student that scholarship.
Thank you. And I think I have one final question. So what should our seniors be doing right now if they want to attend STLCC?
You want to answer that one, Mindy?
Yeah.
You go ahead.
Yeah. So our application for fall 2021 is currently open. If they're early grads, our spring application is open as well. So what they're going to want to do is just apply. Like Markel said, it's free online, takes about 10 to 15 minutes. And then once they're accepted, they can get connected with their banner self-service, make sure they have access to their student email, and just getting really familiar with those platforms because they're going to be using that throughout their entire time with us. And then they can also look through our interactive class schedule and kind of just see what we have just to get an idea of maybe what they want to do, whether that's general transfer studies or if they know they want to go into nursing or anything like that. So just getting familiar with the portals that we have. And then once they do get those transcripts into us, they'll be able to meet with our academic advisors and then also create their schedule that way and kind of go from there. So the application is certainly the first step.
Okay, I think that's really great information. Is there anything else that you all would like to share about St. Louis Community College?
Yeah, so Markel kind of touched upon this as well, but during this time it looks really different and students might be nervous. Everyone's a little nervous, but we definitely want students, our families, communities to know that St. Louis Community College is still here. It just looks a little different. We're virtual, academic advising is virtual, admissions, financial aid, we're all just virtual right now for the most part. So we're still here. It looks a little different, but we want to help our students as much as we can. So feel free to reach out to us and we'll help in any way we can.
Okay, that's great. And so our students can reach out directly, or they can also go through their guidance counselors at their home school who can help with any questions they may have.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, so I just want to thank all of you for joining us today. We really appreciate your time, and the students who are participating as well, we thank you. So I think that's going to conclude our session. Thank you very much.